at the time I was on the gas pretty good, and I never did steroids that much, really. I just didn't. Size wasn't my thing anyway. But at the time I was on the sauce when we had that angle with them, and I probably wasn't that nice to work with. And not that I was a butthole, or somebody being really rude, because you'd get yourself hurt doing that in this business, as you know. But I mean, you know how it is when you're on the gas too. Not you're just jacked up and in high gear most of the time. So they didn't really like working with me too much. We had some pretty open arguments about my technique and style and stuff, and I apologize for being that way now. But yeah, it was rough on them a little bit. And then one time I remember Dr. Death was in their corner, and I got a little out of hand with him, because I didn't care for Cornette anyway too much. And Bobby, of course, I loved him, and Stan was okay.
I don't care for Cornette too much either, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know.
Yeah. No, and we'll just leave it at that, right? But I guess I got a little stiff with Stan, or maybe I think Cornette tried to hit me with a chair, and I didn't even sell it. I didn't even wink or nothing. I think I turned around and went after him or something. But anyway, Dr. Death stepped in and decided to straighten me out. And he, after the match was over, from what I can recollect, I think we were in Boston, maybe. I can't remember now. But he hit me with a chair pretty hard to smarten me up, like get me back in line. And the boys talked about that for a while, because I think he hit me a couple of good times with that freaking chair. And I got the message that I needed to calm down a little bit. You don't want to piss off Dr. Death at the time, He could make your life a little miserable.
And for fans that don't know, often there's like a policeman in the territory that will do stuff like that. But may I ask why you decided to take stuff at that time, when you were known more as a wrestler anyways than a body guy?
Yeah, I think it might have been just the period of time where, it seemed like it was around everywhere. And I don't know if that's a very accurate answer, but it's just because I didn't really get into. I mean, maybe I used the steroids in my whole 23-year career probably 2 times or 3 times. So it might have been because I'm trying to think if the Steiners, if we were having matches with the Steiners, would be one reason I'd go on the gas, because that used to be brutal, as you could imagine. I mean, with Rick and Scott and me and Michael and I, Lord have mercy, that was, I remember one time, that's probably one good reason I went on the sauce, so I could hang with those guys half-ass. And you don't hang with them either, by the way, but yeah, holy cow.
Somebody made me a tape from around that time that's just Steiner Brothers squash matches, and it was more shoot than work with some of those enhancement talents.
They had no regard for the human body on those guys, man. No regard.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.